What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today we have the Tennessee State Finals. On our left we have BJ, and we know he is playing the Landy Bats deck. And on our right we actually have James Hart, which we saw in round 4 playing the Zegator deck. So basically we have a Zegator versus Landy Bats, but we know that BJ does play the Lucario, so it's gonna be like deciding if BJ can get the Lucario online or not. Because if he can do that, he can actually use Corkscrew Punch to draw into 6 cards in his hand every turn. But here we see James, turn 1, Battle Compressor, discard 3 cards from his deck into the discard pile. So here we see an Execute Empoleon, and an Archie's Ace in the Hole. Can James get a turn 1 Empoleon here? That'd be really nice. We didn't see James get a Oh no, we didn't see James get a turn 1 Empoleon. I don't think either game 1 or game 2 against Tyler. Alright, but let's see what happens here. See James propagates here, put down the egg, put down a plasma energy, and maybe just a pass here. Alright, so can what you call it? Sorry, can BJ get a donk here? If he gets a Landorus energy, he can win right here. Here's the Landorus. Did he get the energy? Oh no, he whiffed the energy. Oh no. Here's the side laugh from BJ. It's gonna be really nice. That way we can shut down eggs and everything. That man, wow. James had a crazy turn there. Alright. So we see how Executor, Muscle Band, Genesect, Archie's, and a Grass Energy. Here we see a Diamond Draw, discard 2. Discard a switch to draw 2 cards. See another Executor come down. We're going to see a turn 2 blockade for 30. Man, that is crazy. Here we see a Scrap here. And yeah, blockade here for 30. And I guess James' 5th Pokemon would probably be a Mr. Mime here to prevent bench damage. So here we see Retreat. And we see a pass from BJ. Turn 2 blockade. It's going to shut down BJ a lot. So let's see. What does James have here? We see an Ultra Ball discarding a Laser and a Battle Compressor. Here we see a Dragalge, so this way BJ is not going to be able to retreat anymore. Here we see a Jirachi. Now that kind of stinks for James. I don't know if I would have done that or not. Now you don't have the Mr. Mime on your bench anymore. Here we see a Sycamore, discard hand draw 7 cards. Not really sure what James is even looking for. Here we see a Laser, so we're going to see a knockout here. I guess is what he's looking for. So see as Zubat get knocked out, James has 5 cards left, or 5 prizes. BJ has 6. Here we see BJ playing Ultra Ball, discarding a Trump and a Crobat. I wonder if this will get a Lucario or a Golbat. I'll have to wait and see. I actually kind of like going for a Crobat play too, because you can just Sneaky Bite and then whatever second card is. Alright, we see BJ just scoop here. He's like, alright, I'm not playing this game anymore. He just scoops game 1 fairly quickly. I think it was turn 3. Wow. Alright, so we saw BJ did have a chance to donk both eggs, or take a donk. He just whiffed the fighting energy. That kind of stinks. That's what we're trying to have. That's all BJ can hope for is really the donk here. Or maybe, like I said, get Lucario. James Power Shuffle. It's crazy. That is like a 30 power. I don't even know how many cards that is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. Is that a 24 card Power Shuffle? What is going on here? I guess James said, let me see how many cards I can fit in my playmat. And that's what happened. I think it was 24. Alright, so imagine BJ will go first here. Try to at least get energy down. Yeah, we didn't see a single energy come down from BJ's side. We saw him discard one, but we didn't see him attach one at all. Alright. Let's see. So both players get 7. Let's see. Alright. No mulligans this time around. I don't think nobody mulligan game 1. So we see an Execute start from James. Here we see a Landorus from BJ. We see a Karina. And we know that James plays Headringers. I'm 99% sure BJ knows that James plays Headringers. So I imagine this will actually get a Muscle Band. Here we see Lucario. And I like the Muscle Band play here if we can get a Muscle Band down. BJ kind of just... I don't know. Does BJ have good cards? Okay, so that's Muscle Band. So that way the Headringer doesn't mess up any energy attachments. So so you have to actually attach the Muscle Band to Lucario. Here we see Ultra Ball discard. A Super Scoop Up and a Crobat. I imagine this is going to get a Zubat. And BJ does have the energy per turn in his hand. We see a repeat ball for another Zubat. Now BJ seems to have no cards in his hand when he attaches his fighting energy. That kind of stinks. Hopefully he'll top deck another fighting energy. That way he can score Corkscrew Smash and draw into 6 cards in his hand. There we see a strong energy go down and a pass. Now to James' turn. Let's see how crazy he can get here. Here we see a Battle Compressor. Imagine he'll discard an Egg, a Napoleon, and something else. I know James only plays 3 eggs in his deck. He opted to play 3 instead of 4. Did not start with it, but both games he had started with it, so playing kind of backfire there. Here we see 2 eggs and a Napoleon. Alright. We see James play Jirachi to get an Archie's ace in the hole. Does James have a way to get a turn 1 Archie's? This would be amazing if he does. We saw turn 2 Archie's last game. Let's see what can happen here. So see Propagate. See a Switch. See a Grass Energy. A Town Map. See a Verbank. Laser. Oh my goodness, he does have everything for the turn 1 Archie's ace in the hole. That's perfect. So Archie's gets the opponent out, drive 5 cards. Here we see a Crushing Hammer. Come on, James. Learn how to flip a coin. They get rid of the strong energy off of BJ's side while BJ has no cards in his hand. Oh, this is going good so far. Here we see a Propagate Diving Draw. And sadly, it already looks like it's GG for BJ already. Which is sad to say here. Alright. So see a pass from James. And the Hollow just stays asleep. And, yep. BJ just has some pass here. Alright. Alright, so the Holucha does wake up, but it is going to die from poison. Here we see a Executor, Grass Energy, Muscle Band. What else does James really need here? Here we see Acrobike. I guess he needs Mr. Mime or Skrelp. Wonder which one he'd rather put down. Here we see a Sycamore, is that a Diamond Draw or Sycamore? Here we see the Skrelp, alright. And I guess we'll blockade here for a knockout. And James will take the laser. BJ top decks a fighting energy. We'll put it on the Lando. Put 30 and knock out an egg. So the scary thing about not putting Mr. Mime down is his egg's going to easily get picked off. Here we see a Crushing Hammer. Can James go 2 for 2 on Crushing Hammers? Not if he can't get the die. Alright. What? Alright. Alright, so the fighting energy gets discarded. Here we see a laser. Tails. So Landorus is not asleep, but it is poisoned. But we see BJ does have fighting energy in his hand. Here we see a Diving Draw, Propagate Diving Draw. Sorry, I did it backwards. Let's see, what does James have here? Does he have a Headringer? Headringer would be really clutch here. So that way BJ would need 2 energies to actually attack. So we don't see that, but we see the BJ does have a fighting energy, and we see a knockout there. Now on to James' turn. I mean, he's pretty much set up. It's going to be a... There's another Crushing Hammer. Can James be 3 for 3? Nope. So he's 2 for 3 on Crushing Hammer, still pretty good. Let's see here. What can James get? He probably needs there's Mr. Mime finally. Alright, he showed up kind of late. And imagine he'll propagate. Yeah. Just in case if BJ tops does the Muscle Band. There we see a Battle Compressor. And let's see what cards he's going to discard here. Maybe some Ultra Balls. Yeah. So an Ultra Ball, Team Flare Gun, and a Burst Seeker. I mean, sorry. I'll see what if he got the Flare Gun, he get Burst Seeker. There we see a discard of the Flare Gun, use the Burst Seeker to get the Flare Gun, discard the Fighting Energy off the Landorus. And yeah, now the Landorus is up to 150. It's going to die. Go back into James' turn. Here we see a Professor Letter. BJ's going to be able to get 2 Fighting Energies. I imagine this will be attached to the Lucario. And maybe next turn he can get a Corkscrew Smash off. So here we attach a Fighting Energy to the Lucario. Oh, he's actually attached it to the Landorus. Huh. Maybe he's for sure wants to knock out this Executor. So here we see The Lucario gets sent up, and we see James take 2 prizes because the Landorus does die. Here we see another Executor come out. See a Propagate. Oh, not yet. Here we see a Propagate. Ultra Wild discarding an Execute. And a Virizion. I imagine this will get a Dragalge. James trying to evolve his Mr. Mime into a Dragalge. I'm pretty sure BJ would want him to do that so he can start doing snipe damage, or bench damage. Here we see an Ultra Ball discarding a Executor and a Verse Seeker. We see a Genesect come down. Not really going to matter. James doesn't have bench space. Unless he plays like a Cassius. That'd be pretty cool. So he can Cassius up to Jirachi or something like that. So here we see a Sycamore. And James draw into a laser. That's basically what he's digging here for. So here we see a Propagate, dive and draw for 2. Does it get the laser or not? Alright, it doesn't seem like it. So we see a blockade for 30. So BJ has a fighting energy, and we will see a missile drive for 50, knocking out the Executor. Now to James' turn. Can he get a Crush Hammer or Verse Seeker off to get rid of the energy? Because his Corkscrew Smash is going to matter just a little bit. Here we see Double Propagate. Seems like a trump card might be coming. Here we see a Verse Seeker. Oh, for a T-Flare Grunt. And sorry about the whole thing shaking right now. Here we see a Heads. Get rid of the fighting energy. I guess we'll see a blockade here for 30. Or we see a trump card here. Alright. Both players they know each other's decks, so they don't have to really look at the discard pile. But trump card, you shuffle in each player's discard pile into the deck and draw. And you don't draw. Keep saying keep draw, but you don't draw. You just shuffle your discard pile into your deck. All right. So what does BJ need here? I don't even know. I know James needs a laser, so we see a diving draw, acrobike. Can he get the laser or not? Doesn't seem like it. Here we see another egg come down. Grass energy attached to Execute. And we see a blockade for another 30. Now we see BJ does have a fighting energy in his hand, so he can missile draft for 50 here. Yep, see a missile draft for 50. Now to James' turn. Can he finally get the laser? That's what he really needs. Here we see a Battle Compressor. Discard some stuff he doesn't need. Maybe some Pokemon. Maybe some Ultra Balls. Trump card. I mean, not Trump card. Town Map. Archie's Ace in the Hole, and Virizion. All 3 of those are dead cards. Here we see a Executor come down. See a T-Flare Grunt. Get rid of that fighting energy. And we'll see another blockade for 30. You don't even need lasers. Here we see another Zubat. BJ has an army of Zubats, but no Golbats or anything else. Alright, so on to James' turn. Can he finally get a laser here? So we see a Plasma Energy, which actually like attaching to the bench Executor, so he can stomp later in the game, but he actually can go to the active. Here we see a Verse Seeker. I mean, a Sycamore. The only scary thing is BJ top decks a energy. He can actually knock out the Executor here. Here we see another Battle Compressor. I imagine this will get rid of like a Genesect and a couple Battle Compressors or Ultra Balls. Here we see an Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball. I guess keeping the Genesect in the deck will be okay, so that way you can rest signal for your last prize. Because James only has 3 prize cards left once he knocks right now currently. Does he finally get a laser? Wow. It doesn't seem like he has a laser still. That's crazy. Propagate, dive and draw. Finally, there's a laser. Alright. Took James like 100 turns to get another laser. Here we see a blockade. Bring it up to 150 total. The Lucario does not wake up. We see the Landorus come down. See a Super Scoop up. Heads. The Lucario gets picked up. Zubat. Muscle Band. And just a pass. Now, I don't really like that. I'd rather him retreat to the Lucario so that way the Zubat doesn't easily get knocked out here. Because all James needs to do here is play a laser and he can just easily knock out this Lucario. That's the only scary thing here. So let's see what James is going to do this turn. We'll see a Sycamore. I guess he was just making sure to see how many Verse Seekers are left in his deck. You don't want to discard all your Verse Seekers or something like that. We'll see what Verse Seeker is in the discard pile. Here we see a switch. Bring up the other eggs. That way he can't get knocked out if he does top deck a energy. So James has 2 prizes left. I think BJ has 3. And I think we're just going to see a pass from BJ. So blockade just makes it so we can't play any supporters. If you didn't know that by now, sorry I haven't said that earlier. Here we see a fighting state will come down. Yeah, just leave the zoom in the active spot's pretty good here. Now can James get another laser? He has 2 left in his deck. He's only played 2 so far, I think. So here we see a battle compressor. You have to at least discard 1. But you can do up to 3. That's why he just did the 1. See a propagate diving draw. Does he get the laser or not? Let's see here. There's the laser. Alright. That Zubat does go get, it is going to get knocked out. James has 1 product card left. Alright, so we'll see a retreat. Ultra Ball discarding a Colress and a Hawlucha. Imagine this will get a Golbat. Okay, Golbat and probably put 20 on that bench as Executor to bring it up to 70. Seems like a good play. But it seems like it almost might be game over for BJ right now. So you see that Executor go up to 20 or 70 total, and just a pass from BJ. Can't really draw into his fighting energies. Alright, so on to James' turn. I see a Burst Seeker in his hand. He probably gonna play Trump card this turn. Yep, so Trump card. It's to cycle through his whole deck again. I guess if James wants to, he can actually diving draw propagate, right? Or propagate diving draw right here. Here's the Burst Seeker for T-Flare Grunt. Just in case BJ does attach another energy, he can just already discard it. Here we see a propagate, diving draw. Now he should have the 4th laser in his hand right now. Here we see a trump card. He's only played 3 lasers so far. If he did draw to the laser, he should have laid it before he trump card. We'll see. Maybe he doesn't have the laser. Maybe he did discard all 4 already. Alright. And so he did have the laser in hand. I don't think it matters that much either way. He's going to do 60. Unless, like, BJ top decks like another super scoop up to pick up the Lucario. Here we see James discard Talmap, Archie's, and a Virizion again. 3 deck cards you don't need. And we'll see a blockade here for 60. The Lucario does stay asleep. Pass to James. 90 total. It's going to come down to, can BJ top deck a super scoop up? Oh wait, it doesn't do 90 total because the Verbank. Alright. The blockade only does 50 total, so it's going to take a while to actually knock out this Lucario here. Can he actually stomp for game? Here we see diving draw 2. Verbank. If James flips like a heads, he needs such injury too. But now it seems like it's almost over. Over yet. 12, 13, 14. We see a stomp for the game. And James Hart is your winner with the Executor. We see him take down the Landorus Crobat deck. So Landorus was not able to take the donks. But hopefully you enjoyed this series. I know the Executor is not that fun to watch, but you can see why it's such a strong deck. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Thanks for watching once again. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye. Oh wait. We see we saw BJ tear Bidoof and have a Polar Bidoof. There we go. I was waiting for that. I knew they did it somewhere. I just couldn't remember where it was. Alright. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty. Bye.